My name is Deepti. I am an international mathematics teacher with over 17 years of experience. In this video, I will cover the entire topic in details. So stay tuned till the end. Thank you. The today's topic is intercepts of a line on the axis. On the axis, we will discuss with both the axis, x-axis and the y-axis. Okay. So now let's start. So if a straight line cuts, see, suppose first we will draw the axis. Okay. As you know it, x-axis and the y-axis, right? This is your x dash, y, and this is the y dash, right? Now suppose if a straight line cuts like this, okay? If a straight line cut like this, and what you will see it here is a point, I have given the name, and here is the B. Okay. Now, so always remember, if a straight line cuts x-axis at A, see, this is the x-axis, it's cut at A, and the y-axis at B. Yes, y-axis at B. Then OA, this OA and OB are known as the intercepts of the line on x-axis and y-axis respectively. Okay, respectively. So you can write it, this is x-intercept, this part, and this part is y-intercepts. Understood the parts of this one? If a straight line cuts a x-axis and a y-axis, okay, x-axis at A and the y-axis at B, okay, so then OA and OB are known as the intercepts of the line on x-axis and y-axis respectively. Okay. Now, the intercepts are positive or negative. How you will decide it is negative or positive? It will decide according as the line meets with positive or negative directions of the coordinate axis. How? Suppose, see, this x is the positive, right? As you know it, this x is a positive, this y is a positive. So this is the positive interception, right? But the same thing, if we draw like, you know, so basically the conclusion is the intercepts are positive or negative according as the line meets with positive or negative direction of the coordinate. So this is here, that's why we call it a positive. Suppose this is here, this intercepting line is here, and as you know it, this is the this is your negative part, this is your negative part, right? This part is negative according to the integers, right? This is negative, this is negative. When the line intercept here, then it will give a negative values, right? So according to the position, it will give the positive and negative part. Okay. Now, as you know it, so basically according to the line meets of the positive or negative directions of the coordinate axis. So OA is the x-intercept and the OB is the y-intercept. So OA is a positive or negative according as A lies on AX or OA as respectively. For example, so OA is positive, right? Look at the board. OA is positive. So OA is positive, that means positive or negative, okay, according as A lies on OX. That's why OX or OX dash respectively. Similarly, OB is positive or negative according as B lies on OY or OY dash. So this will depends according to the OX and OY. Okay, if OX is in X quadrant, so we take it positive. OB is a positive quadrant, so we'll take it positive. If OX dash is negative, so your OA will be the negative. Same, OY dash is negative part, so your OB is shifted to the opposite side, so we'll take a negative sign. So according to the A lies on OX or OX dash. Same, OB is positive or negative according as B lies in OY or OY dash, right? So this is the basic concept of the interception. So this is the description of the diagram, okay? If a straight line cuts x-axis at A and the y-axis at B, then OA and OB are known as the intercepts of the line on x-axis and y-axis respectively, right? According to the diagram as we have discussed. OA is positive or negative. How you will decide it? According A lines on OX or OX dash respectively. If your OA is on OX, then it will give positive. If OA is on OX dash, it will give negative, like this. Similarly, OB is positive or negative according as B lines. Now understand with the 4 diagram, if OA and OB change the position, so how sign will change, okay? So OA is positive, this is the first condition as we have discussed in the diagram, and OB is also positive. So OA and OB intersect at x-axis and y-axis respectively, so both will give it the positive intercepts. Here OA is a negative because here is the negative part, here is a positive part, so change here. So OA is negative and OB is positive, okay? And here both are negative. OA is negative and OB is also negative, right? Now understood? Now the 4th diagram, yes. This was the second, third. Now the 4th diagram will be like this. X dash, Y and the Y dash. Here if intersect this part, your OA and OB, here is your OA, here is your B. Means OA is positive but OB is negative. These four cases will arise. So OA is positive or negative according as A lies on OX or OX dash respectively. You can see in these 4 diagrams. Similarly, OB is positive because it's lie on the positive axis, right? OB is positive because it's lie in the positive axis. Here OB is negative because it's lie on OY dash, right? Same here, OB is negative because it's lie between OX dash. So according to the axis, your intercept will change. That's why we have written in the notes, OA is positive or negative according as A lies on OX or OX dash respectively. Similarly, OB is positive or negative according as B lies on OY or OY dash respectively. Understood? Now, I am going to explain the equation of a line. How you will find the equation of a line. Every line has a equation, okay? So first category is equation of x-axis. It means what is equation of a line? Basically, what is that? So the equation of a straight line is the relation between x and y. What is that? Equation of a line means it will give the relation between x and y which is satisfied by the coordinates of each and every point on the line and not by those of any other point. Means if you take any x and y value, it will be satisfied in the equation. That means this is the line of equation. If it's not satisfied, every point will not satisfied for the every values of not satisfied for the equation. So we have some particular value. We will discuss later how we will find the coordinates. Here we will discuss the equation of a x-axis, y-axis and other categories. Okay. First is equation of x-axis. We know that the ordinate of each point of x-axis is 0. Yes. We know that the equation of a x-axis is, suppose your diagram is this is x, this is x dash, this is y, this is y dash, right? So we know that the ordinate of each point on x-axis is 0. That means if your P point x comma y, right? So be any point on x-axis, then y is equals to 0. Always remember, y is equals to x-axis. See, here is what is y. Tell me, what is y here? What is y here? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, right? But we write down in the coordinate form, then how you will write it? 1 comma 0, isn't it?
Yes.
2 comma 0. And how you will write it the other point? That means the conclusion is, should I write the definition also?
Yes, please. I'm sorry, but
No problem. Okay, write down. So we know that the ordinate of the each point, see, as you know it, pxy. If we write it this px comma y, so x is called a abscissa and y is called the ordinate. And when we write together, we call it a coordinate. Got it? We already learned it in the previous class. Remember? So the ordinate, write down, no problem. The ordinate of each point on x-axis is 0 for all, right? Thus, if P is a point which is xy, B any point on x-axis, then what happened? Then y is equals to 0. So the conclusion is, now I am writing here, hence the equation of the equation of x-axis is y is equals to 0. This is the very important part. So equation of x-axis is y is equals to 0, because whenever you will find the values of y on the x-axis, you will see every y will be the 0. See? So what is the conclusion here? In x-axis, what is the equation of the x-axis? For every point, y is
Y
0.
equals 0.
Yeah. Okay, understood? So the equation of
Yes.
x-axis, anyone asks, so your answer must be y is equals to 0. This is the conclusion of the equation. Why is y is equals to 0? You must know it. Okay? Because on every part of the x-axis we have value, but y is 0 for all. Same if we go towards the y. Okay? Now write down the equation of the y-axis. Y-axis. In y-axis, the ordinate of each point of y-axis is 0. Now here is y-axis is 0. Okay? Thus point pxy be any point on y-axis is x is equals to 0. That means the y-axis is x is equals to 0. How? Now come to the diagram. This is your 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, right? So how you will write it? The one coordinate y is 1, right? Here y is 1 but x is 0. So 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4 and so on. Understood? Any confusion? So the equation of y-axis is, we know that the abscissa, not ordinate, sorry. Here will change. Okay, so some books in the world use for the ordinate, but I used for the first part of this is abscissa and y ordinate. And when we'll write it together, we call it a coordinate. Okay, so write down the exact word, which is abscissa. Okay, abscissa means it's a first part of the point and the ordinate means second part. Okay, understood? This is your abscissa. This x is
okay.
Okay, this is your abscissa and this is your ordinate. Very clear about that, the name. Okay, any confusion? So the equation of y-axis is x0. This is
equals 0.
Yeah, for all points.
I hope you are enjoying the video so far. If you find it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you have any query or needs practice question, please do let me know in comment.
So let AB is a straight line parallel to x-axis, right? The equation of a line parallel to x-axis. We are doing it, right? So this is your x-axis and this AB line is parallel to x-axis, right? As you know it, what is parallel line? So the parallel to x-axis at a distance b from it. See, what is the distance between these two lines? Parallel line b. Okay, the distance of the parallel line is b. So what will happen then? Clearly the ordinate of each point of AB is b for every point for y, right? So what happened? If P x comma y, this is the point, right, is any point on AB, then y is equals to b. What will be written here? Y is equals to b, because in every point we have b. So how you will write it? The equation of a parallel line, what is the conclusion? The the equation of the parallel line, the equation of the, or you can write it in other way, it will be easy to understand, the line parallel to x-axis at a distance equation of a line parallel to x-axis at a distance b from where? From it is y is equals to b. Y is equals to b means when you draw the diagram, when you draw the coordinate, okay? So what is the concept, beta? If whenever you will draw the parallel line above the x-axis, your y will be positive. When we draw the parallel line below the x-axis, your y will be negative. So suppose we are draw at 3, so your y will be, y is equals to 3. Got it? If we draw the same line in below the x-axis at 2, so what will be your y? So your y will be negative 2. Understood? Perfectly? Any confusion? Equation of a line parallel to the x-axis. So check the parallel line at which point, according to the point you will write your y. If it's above the x, then positive, below the x, negative. Simple. Okay? Now come to the next part of this. So now the fourth important case is equation of a line parallel to y-axis. As we have discussed the last, equation of a line parallel to x-axis. Now this is the equation of a line parallel to y-axis. First of all, I will draw the parallel line. Y-axis, right? So the point is this distance, I have taken a, and this is x is equals to a in this point, and this point pxy. Okay, so now come to the explanation part. Let AB I have given the name. So let AB be a straight line parallel to y-axis. As you can see it, we have written here. This is the y-axis and this AB line is parallel to y-axis. Okay. So in that, what happened? AB is a straight line parallel to y-axis and at a distance a from it. What is the distance between the parallel line? A. Okay. In x-axis, I have taken a B. Here I have given the A. Okay. So A distance from it. Then clearly the abscissa of every point on AB is A. So abscissa is every point means whenever you will find the point here y-axis, so every abscissa will be A. A will be the same. A1, here is A2, here is A3, like that. Okay. So the abscissa of every point will be the same for it. Okay. So if Pxy be a point on AB, then x is equals to A. Here x is equals to A for every point. See, x is equals to A for each point. A will never change. Okay. So the equation of the line parallel to y-axis at a distance is from it is x is equals to A. This is the important part or equation of the y-axis. In x-axis, y is equals to b because I have taken the b. Here x is equals to a because the distance of the two parallel lines is a. So x is equals to a for every point. Now the same thing. If a line is parallel to the y-axis at a distance from it and to the left of y, then the equation will be the same thing. If I draw it here, bacha, okay. So your a will be, x will be, this is your this, and here your x will be negative a. Okay. When you draw it in the right side, it will given the positive value. If we draw it in the left side, it will give the negative value. Okay. So suppose I have draw it here. This is 1 and this is 2, right? So this will be x is equals to negative 2 because these values are negative now. So your x is here, x is negative 2 for every part. So whenever you will draw the right hand side of the line, it will give the positive. Similarly, if you draw the left hand side, the parallel line of y, then it will give the negative values. Okay. Understood the concept of line? So the equation
Yes.
of a line parallel to y-axis at a distance a from it is x is equals to a. This is simple. Now, since y-axis is parallel to the parallel to itself, means at 0, the same. So y is 0 as you know it, right? X is 0 when it's just coincide or concurrent on the y-axis. But if a line is parallel to y-axis at a distance a and to the left of the y-axis, then the equation of x is negative a. Understood? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like the videos and subscribe to my channel for more content like this.